here's my GH5S. It is having issues, and see, this is why. See that? It's not supposed to do that. The shutter is supposed to be open when the camera is off. And what happened was I was shooting in hot temperatures. It was maybe about 90 degrees. The camera was in the sun. That should be operating temperature. However, it overheated and it said the battery cannot be used. I was using the official Panasonic battery, although I do also have Wasabi batteries. And see that? When I put the battery in, even though it's not off, it tries to open the shutter, but it cannot. And here's what happens when I turn it on. Some people say this can be fixed by making sure your HDMI port doesn't have short-circuiting prongs, and that does fix it for some people, but mine is working fine. Some people also say to turn it on, and then while it's on, take out the battery, wait 10 minutes, put it back in, and it does not work for me either. Also, turn it on, up, right side down, every angle to try to free up the shutter. You can also try to touch the shutter as it's turning on. None of these have worked for me. I'm going to open it up and try to fix it myself, because in most camera repair people, shops do not say on their websites that they fix broken shutters, and it's a very deep part to fix. Also, I did reach out to some shops, however, they have not responded yet. So we're going to take a crack at this. I've seen videos of the inside of the GH5 cameras, and it's not too complicated. They all connect via these very simple connectors. You don't have to solder anything unless a certain component is broken. So we're going to open it up and see exactly what is going on. It won't move. I think I need a smaller screwdriver. I was going the wrong direction. I'm smart. Dude, it already stripped it. So this screw pretty much immediately got completely, stripped from the yellow screwdriver. I found this smallest screwdriver that fits for the interior screws, but this stripped screw is going to have to come out a different way. I'm going to tape over the SD port area, and then we're going to drill it out with a hand drill. Okay, so hand drill did not work. The bit, although small enough to, clean out the middle of the hole as well as the top, I got the top cut off from the rest of it. However, it's not strong enough to really get through the metal, so it took like hours. So I went out and got 2 bits. We're going to start with the smaller one first. And this one should go into the hole and not hit the edges. Which is important for being able to put a new screw inside without, I guess, retapping it. Although the material is so hard that I don't think I can ever retap it. Look at that. Okay, so the bit actually did not go in the center of the hole. It went off to the side. So that side is not going to have any... I'm going to take out the rest of the screws, just so I know when this is, when I've drilled out enough to open up the shell. So it does appear that I've gotten everything out now. This little dial here was supposed to be out, but I didn't take it out yet. And it is wiggling on this side. I just have to keep on drilling this out now. All right, I think I got it. Here. See that the shell is coming apart now. Before I take it apart, I need to get as much of this metal dust up, because I really do not want that inside of the camera. Well, that kind of sucks. I took some of the film that surrounds the SD cards with me on that tape. Not the end of the world. Oh, there we go. Yes. This is where the fun begins. Okay. Well, bad news. All the foldable parts are... Damn it, dude. All the foldable parts are connected. So our issue is mechanical. It's not electronic. So that fucking sucks, because I'll have to buy something now. Oh, second one out. Okay. Okay, boom. Okay. Sick. This is epic. This is epic as hell. Okay. I bought this camera for $900. If I ruin anything, it's basically garbage already, so... I'm gonna take a picture of this. It's 10:30, by the way, right now. It's so perfect. It's not like Nerf guns. It's a lot more secure. So that is the hole that the screw goes in right there. It's not completely bored out yet. We can do that later. That's not really a primacy right now. So one screw down here, one screw up here. Both are silver unpainted. Then one here. I think they're all the same length. These also have to come out. The board was held in by these two small guys that they just pop out. You don't have to flick it. There's alignment pins that make it a bit hard, but it should come out free. It can get sticky because of this pad that needs to go back in this spot. Next, we're going to take off the screw right here. Comes right off. And then screw right here. There's a pin here that you have to flick out. And there's the battery area. So I have to take off the sensor in order to reach. So you have to take this screw off. This one has yellow paint. Yellow paint as well. This guy also has yellow paint. Take this off too, I think. Also yellow. Also yellow. There's a screw here too. They keep on multiplying. And this one is very small with a flat head. It's much wider than it is long. Don't know what to do here. I have to take the top off. Okay. Okay. Yeah, sure. Why not? I'll go ahead and take the top off too. You have a yellow screw that holds in this screw port. Then on the back of the battery, we have two flat, short guys with no paint, silver. Oh, this one has paint. This one has, what's it called? Yellow. I'm taking this metal piece out before I take out any other part of here. There we go. Just gotta use a screwdriver to pinch or push in these little nibs here. This come out. The screw down there is black with pink on it. Black pink, if you will. I hope you don't. I have nothing against K-pop. Please don't kill me. This is crazy. There's a silver screw down here that I doubt has anything to do with this not coming out, but it is recessed into the silver below the black, and it's a silver screw with no paint. Maybe I have to take these off, because there's a screw here. Screw underneath the alligator going up on the finger, handle is silver, short with yellow on it. That is yellow, short again. There's a screw all the way down there. Blue, short. I don't have any blues yet. There's two other screws, or wow, there's three others. This one right here. Short yellow. Here's a black one at the very top. Medium red can go there. There we go. And yep, there's one on that side, which I cannot reach because this black piece needs to come out. Oh my god, it's this screw. There's a screw right there. You are causing my problems, aren't you? It's a black screw with red semi-size. There we go. Now what did that do for me? Silver screw at the very bottom, Phillips head. Blue. There's a black screw pretty far back. It's by flexible wire line. Yes, okay. It's a black screw that has no paint on it. There we go, there we go. Okay. W. How are you connected? Alright. So that's the top off. So let's see if anything's disconnected. That's connected. That's connected. I think this holds it in place. I don't think I was meant to do that. Yeah, we're gonna put that back. That's the back of the sensor. Dilemma is, the other screws I can see are not Phillips head. but rather hexagons. Here's the smallest one I have. It's too big. Damn. The flat screw is the shutter. So I'm gonna put that back because I don't want to mess around with that. I'll have to take it out, unfortunately, with Allen keys. Let me see if I have a smaller one. Alright, so it's the next day and I have a smaller Allen key. So let's take out this sensor module. I believe the sensor module screws are the only ones that have, or that are Allen keys, hex. Don't see any others that are. There's one there, and there's two on the bottom, and that appears to be it. That one had some green paint on the bottom, by the way. And there's our sensor module. Alright, so here's the shutter mechanism. It looks fine. The shutter doesn't look damaged. Other videos I've seen, the shutter has some pins out of shape. Let's take it out and see. So there's 1, 2, 3. I think there's 3 screws that hold it in. So it's short, it's got pink paint, and it's a flat one with a smooth ring under the head. 1, 2. Same thing. Yep, it's free now. I wonder if that will work. At least now it's open, and I might be able to use electronic shutter, as long as it doesn't try to actuate when I turn it on. But all those pins look fine. Everything is in place, nothing's out of place, which is one of the issues that other people had. Oh, you know what? That might be out. Maybe that was the issue, but I doubt it. I'm gonna reassemble it and see if it's fixed now. And if it's not, we'll just take it apart again, and I will order, I'll order the new motor and shutter before I take it apart again, so it's not sitting open for any amount of time, because that would not be great. There's a QR code on it. I'm gonna scan it and see what happens. So it says MXD8A35001609. So that's cool. I don't have every screw in there. It should be fine. Every necessary screw is in here. So I'm gonna put a battery in. It's official Panasonic. Okay. I'm gonna try electronic shutter first. Okay. Mechanical. There we go. Okay. So now, now that I've done all that, I know I have to buy a new motor and shutter. Here's the shutter and motor unit. I got it for like $75, and I got a quote back from one of the repair shops, and they said $700, which is the same amount I paid for the camera on the eBay auction, with all the, you know, like 3 batteries, a cage, and other stuff. So that's hilarious. So we are literally doing this for 1/10 of the cost that I was told it would take. And so now all we have to do is do everything we did before. The screw that connects the shutter with that to this plate is smaller than all the others. So this one doesn't fit. It fits in quite literally every other screw that is Phillips head, but it's too big. The walls of the screwdriver were simply too thick, so it didn't work, but it was the right diameter, I guess. I'll have to get yet another smaller one. Alright, I found this really tiny screwdriver, and I was able to get the screws out. So here's the old motor and shutter. Here's the new one. I don't know if I should take off the stickers. Let's put it back. I put it back together, and you know, sensor's working and viewfinder's working. The weird thing is, when I turn it on, the screen was like glitching out, but it didn't say that like the shutter was like messed up or anything, or that the battery didn't work. The screen was just messed up, and I tried to fix it. I tried to go in and check the connections on the screen, and I did it again. When I put it back together, same issue, but I switched it over to the viewfinder, and now it's back off the viewfinder, and it's okay now. I need to like calibrate. Oh no. So I turned it off, and dude, how? You know, I spent an entire summer working to buy this camera a year ago, and now it's dead, and I've spent $80 more trying to fix it. I really like that camera. My long-term plan was to get rid of the GH5 and keep the GH5S, and then buy a G9 Mark II for stills, and then GH5S for low light and video. So I can't fix the GH5S. There's one more thing I can try, which is changing the battery connector, but I doubt that will actually fix the issue of the shutter not fixing itself, you know, not returning to place. And because I've replaced the entire shutter unit and motor, I think the only thing else would be what's commanding it, which is the motherboard. Motherboards for the GH5 and the GH5 Mark II go for around $300 to $400. So that would be a lot of money. That's about half the cost of a GH5S on market today. And but that is entirely ruled out actually, because no one makes and sells GH5S motherboards anymore, which means anyone who has a broken GH5S, for the motherboard being broken, the entire thing is trash, which is incredibly wasteful. I'm keeping mine just in a box. I'll spend $30 and get the battery replaced, see if that works. And I can always go in there manually, get the shutter to open, and then turn it off of mechanical shutter mode and use it with e-shutter and for video, which is my entire plan, right? But there's also the screen issue, which sprouted up like just now after I changed the shutter unit. So I'll see if that persists. But in the meantime, I guess the lesson is, if you live in a temperate climate that's usually not around 100 degrees, and you decide to film something outside in direct sunlight, when it is hotter than you usually expect, when it's about 103 degrees, do not leave your GH5S recording 400 megabit footage. It will overheat and fry the motherboard, apparently. And there won't be much you can do to resurrect it. So that was my experience with that. And where I go from here is probably buying another GH5S, because the low light is a must for any video I'm doing. So I have to have one. And I love it more than my GH5, which is I'm recording right now. So, and the G9 Mark II is way too expensive for me right now. So I'll just get another GH5S, try to repair this one. If I do get this one fixed, hey, I'll, update you on what happened. And also I'll just have two GH5Ss, which you can complain about that. And the GH5S is not as expensive as it used to be. I bought this last one actually about a year exactly from today. Today's July 19th. I bought it the 16th and it got here tomorrow last year. I bought it for $900 and, paid taxes and shipping about $1,000. Today they are going in pretty beat up condition, a well loved condition for like $700, and excellent for $800. So that's a significantly better cost. I can't really shoulder that right now, unfortunately. So yeah, don't let your camera overheat. And if it's the GH5S, you got nothing, no luck. If it's the GH5 or the GH5 Mark II, you can just buy a motherboard for the same cost of your camera, and then you can fix it up like that.